Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Hope you are all doing well in your respective places. Dear friends, today we would like to discuss diary entry or diary writing. This is one of the writing skills in our creative writing which is usually asked on the minor discourse. Dear friends, this is usually appear in paper 1. It carries 5 marks. Dear friends, as per Telangana and Andhra Pradesh State Board, this diary entry or diary writing, the minor discourse, usually asked. This can be asked from class 6th to 10th. Dear friends, just have a glance at what is a diary and what is the format of diary, what is the model of the diary, and what is the sample diary, and everything I have put it in this video. Just have a glance at this video. Before we discuss, let us see what is a diary entry or what is a diary writing. Dear friends, a diary entry is a short piece of writing or self expression or personal experience or personal document. So, what is the main purpose of a diary? The main purpose of a diary is to record certain important events, thoughts, feelings, or expressions of an individual who is writing the diary. Actually, here, whatever we do in our regular day, so those routine tasks, those daily tasks can be written before we go to sleep. Now let us see what are the main tips and techniques while we are writing diary writing. Dear friends, please try to remember the following tips and techniques before you write diary entry. Be creative, be imaginative, and be expressive while you are writing diary. And always you remember that you have to write in the first person, means here I. Begin the diary entry with general phrases or expressions or sentences. Here in this video, I have given a number of general phrases or sentences or expressions which I have given. Just you need to go through whatever the general sentences are picked, that can be picked, and you can put it in your diary entry wherever necessary. So before we begin the diary entry, we have to start with the general sentence, and you need to describe the day or a momentary feelings. Means here, how did you feel on the day? So how was the day, whether it is happy, sad, or distressed, or excited, or wonderful, or beautiful, or marvelous, how like you feel. So the feelings, the momentary feelings to be described in the diary. And in the body of the diary, you may discuss, so what is the main event, what is the main incident or accident or whatever the topic that you need to discuss. And in that way, you have to express your feelings towards in the diary. And while you are concluding the diary, you can conclude with the final remarks or final expressions or final phrases or sentences that should be followed. And you have to maintain proper layout and design. Means here the four sides margin is very necessary, because this is a minor discourse. Major discourse or minor discourse usually to be written in inside the box, and you have to stick to the prescribed word limit, that is 50 words. You should not cross, you should not exceed more than 50 words. You have to remember this thing, and write your name at the end of the diary. So these are all tips and techniques while you are writing diary entry. Now let us see what are the main features of a diary. So dear friends, first of all we have to start with the title. The title should be in capital letter, diary entry. That should be written at the top left, or otherwise here that can be written on the top middle of the page, and here date and time can be written at the top left right side of the corner of the page. First of all we have to start with the title. The title should be written on top middle, and that should be in capital letters. Then after that we should write date and time. That date and time to be written at the top left or right side of the corner of the page. So here in this diary I have written on left side. Okay, now then after that we have to write the proper salutation, that is dear diary. So here we are writing our diary, so we should not mention, or we don't want to mention any name or anything. So instead of mentioning name, just you can write down dear diary, because here we are writing ourselves. Understand, just we are recording our personal document or personal expressions or personal feelings in the form of diary. So when do we write diary? We usually write diary before we go to bed at 9 o'clock or 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the at the night time. Next one here, after writing salutation you better to leave on line, leave one blank line. Then after that you can write body of the diary. Then here you can mention the type of the day or incident, okay, now what type of incident happened and what are the reflections on the incident. Then finally you can conclude with the name of the writer. Now let us see what are the useful expressions or phrases or sentences can be used in writing diary. So dear friends, just I have written, I have kept a few uh, useful expressions in this. Just you can pick up or you can choose, you can opt whichever you want. For example here, just I have used here the very first one. Today is an exciting day in my life. I have achieved or won dash. You can use your expressions. Second one, today is a very bad day in my life. I had the bitterest experience of my life because. Third one, today is an awful day in my life. I never had such an awful experience in my life before. I had gone to dash. Fourth one, I am really so sorry for what had happened in the morning at school. Next, continuation of the expressions. The fifth one is here. Today is a terrific day or a very bad day in my life. Oh God, I am really so happy today that it was really amazing to observe. It's actually cruel to behave like that. I am so sorry today for what I have done. Then here the 10th one, it's really shocking to me that, and I have given a few some more points. 11th one, I never believed that it would happen in my life. I am very thankful too. It was the wonderful day in my life. It mustn't happen again that. Last one, 15th one, I never expected to be like this, but the fate made me. So you can fill the dots, whatever the body of the diary, that you can extend, you can elaborate by using these useful phrases at the beginning of the diary. Now let us see how can we conclude the diary. So before you conclude the diary, you can use these following phrases or expressions or sentences. So just I have given here the 4 or 5 sentences which will be helpful to write or to conclude your diary. So at the end of diary, in body of the message, just you can write down here, what a painful thing it is, or what a pathetic condition it is. I have never experienced such a horrible pain. I have never experienced such a horrible pain or shock in my life. Second one, I will never forget this journey in my life. Anyway, I never forget this day in my life. I am very happy. I am really very happy. I have received heartfelt congratulations from the dear and near, or near and dear. I have received heartfelt congratulations from near and dear. You can write down here near and dear, dear ones. Overall, it was really exciting moment in my life. So these are all useful expressions which can be used in writing a diary at the end of your body of the diary. Now let us see what is the format of diary entry. So dear friends, here just I have given very clearly the format of the diary entry. So first of all, we have to write a heading, that is diary entry. Then here a date 11th December, comma 2021, day Saturday, comma then time 9:30 p.m. Then here you have to leave a blank line. After that you can write dear diary. Here, what is the dear diary here? Dear diary is a salutation. Dear diary is a salutation. First of all, what should be written here? The heading, the title of the diary means here just you have to write down diary entry. After that, date should be mentioned 11th December, comma 2021, comma. Then here day Saturday, comma time 9:30 p.m. We should not mention 9:30 a.m. or 10 a.m. because here when do we write diary entry? We usually write diary entry before we go to sleep or bed. Understand? So here we need to mention p.m. only. And after that you need to leave a blank line. Then here you can write dear diary. Understand, this is a salutation. Then after writing salutation you can start body of the diary. Here in body of the diary, so these are the things which we need to mention. How was the day? How do you feel? Whether it is happy or excited or sad or distressed or anything. Okay, now see, while you are writing body of the diary, just you need to mention how was the day. Then after that, why was it like that? So you need to describe what happened, why it was happy, why it was excited, why it was sad and distressed. You need to describe the things which you feel. Then how did you feel on the day? So you need to describe your inner feelings while you are writing body of the diary. Then finally, what did you learn from this incident? Okay, at the end you can write your personal reflection on that incident. Understand, you need to write what did you learn from that incident. Then after writing body of the diary you need to leave a blank line. Then you can end the diary by writing name or signature at the end of the diary entry. That is a format. Now let us get into the sample question. Imagine that you are Ganesh. You are going to a nearby town in a bus yesterday evening. It was a hot day and the bus was full of public. You did not get a seat and the bus reached late due to bad roads. Now what you need to do, you need to write a diary entry of your travel experience. So here just I have written, before you write diary entry you need to draw 4 sides margin. After that you have to start with the heading or title, that is diary entry, that should be written on top middle. Then after that, date 11th December 2021, date Saturday, time 9:30 p.m. dear diary. Here D also capital letter, just you need to make it a capital letter. Okay, now dear diary, comma today is an awful day in my life. I had the bitterest experience of my life. I never had such an awful experience in my life before. I had gone to Sri Salem. I don't know why there were very few buses flying today. I waited for 2 hours at the bus stop to get into the bus. It was much crowded. Here you can write down here, it was much crowded. It was really difficult to breathe. Everyone was sweating. Due to bad roads, the bus jerked many times and people were pushing each other. After a journey of 2 hours, I came out of the bus and took a sigh of relief. I never forget this journey in my life. So here just you can conclude like this. I never forget this journey in my life. Then after that this remain comma. Just you can mention your name at the end of the diary. This is a sample diary and one more diary which is extracted from the class 10 first lesson, that is attitude is altitude. So the very this is a creative writing. Under creative writing, minor discourse, a diary entry can be asked in creative writing sections. Here in the lesson, attitude is altitude. Means here this is extracted from class 10. You have read about Nick Vujicic being a differently able person, physically challenged person. He was teased, bullied, and deeply depressed. One day he tried to kill himself, but his attempt was unsuccessful. According to the textual matter, here we need to imagine yourself as Nick Vujicic and write a diary entry of that particular day. Now let us see the diary entry, how it can be written. Right. Now here what should be written? First of all we have to start with the title, that is diary entry. Then after that, date 11th December 2021, day and time, and dear diary comma. Then you can start like this. It was an unforgettable day in my life. Today I thought of drowning myself in the bathtub to end my life because of the humiliations and challenges that I have been facing. I came home crying and told my mother that I would kill myself, but my mother consoled me, saying that I should live happily facing all the challenges in my life. My mother's words stopped my gloomy thoughts, so I decided to live happily for the rest of my life to give hope to others. Then you can conclude by writing with this remain. Then you can write your name. Means here they asked Nick Vujicic, so you can write name of the writer Nick Vujicic. This is the diary entry which is extracted from first lesson, attitude is altitude, from class 10. Now let us see one more question which is asked from first lesson, that is attitude is altitude. In the lesson attitude is altitude, class 10, you have read about Nick Vujicic. Once I was in a car and a girl at traffic light was giving me the eye. She could only see my head, so I decided to do a 360-degree in the car seat to freak her out. Her face was like, wow, what is going on? She sped off really quickly. Now write the fearful feelings of the girl after this funny incident as a diary entry. Write the diary entry as if you were the girl. You have to imagine you are the girl. Right. Now we have to start with the heading, that is the diary entry, date, day, time, dear diary. Right. You can start like this. Oh my God, I can't believe what I saw today. The guy was so handsome, but how could he turn around like a spinning top? I have never seen such a thing before. How could he do it? He rotated himself such a speed. I could not make out anything of what was happening. Is he a vampire or did he play a trick on me? What if he is a vampire? Should I tell it to others and inform the police about him? No, that would be a too hasty step. I don't even know him. Should I follow him and find out the reality about him, or should I simply forget it? My heart missed a beat and my hands and legs became numb. I drove at jet speed to reach my home. I dare not encounter him again. I wish the incident doesn't haunt me and pray not to get nightmares. God, please be with me with this remain Ravi. Just you are the person. Okay, now. Or actually, here just you are a girl, no? Just here you can write down here Ravali. Write down here. Here you can write down Ravali. So just I have written here Ravi. Just you can write down here Ravali. Just you imagine you are a girl, no? Here you can better to mention name of your any girl. Right, next one here, you are Rohan studying in CA, Chartered Accountants. You went for a morning walk and saw a boy drowning in the water. You rescued the boy. Write a diary of your morning experience. Okay, here you can write the diary entry like this. Diary entry, date, day, time, dear diary. What a lucky day. I saved a boy from drowning. Today in the morning, I went for a walk, or when I went for a walk, a boy was drowning. On the way, I saw a boy struggling in the water. On seeing this, I jumped into the water and attempted to save the boy to the shore. The boy was struggling to take breath. Anyhow, I dragged him, but I managed to reach the bank with the boy. Finally, on reaching the bank, I received the boy amidst great rejoicing of a big crowd. Overall, it was a really exciting moment in my life. Thank God, with this remain Rohan. Now let us see one more sample message. You are Sai, you won the gold medal in the playing of badminton. How you will feel, write diary entry of your such experience. The diary entry can be started like this. Diary entry, date, day, time, and dear diary, today is an exciting day in my life. It is a wonderful day. I have ever experienced or achieved or won the or got a medal in the playing of badminton. Just you can remove here the I got first rank or first place. I did very much practice. I did a vigorous practice. It gave me a very pride and happy to win the gold medal. It is sad also because my opponent lost the game. Anyway, I never forget. Here T, here this is T. I never forget this day in my life. I am very happy. I have received heartfelt congratulations from the near and dear. Here dear and dear, or otherwise you can write down dear and dear, dear ones. I have received heartfelt congratulations from near and dear ones. You can write down. With this remain Sai. One more question I have extracted. You are Lakshmi. In your school, your friend got injury. She lost much blood. Write diary entry from your experience. Now we have to start with the diary entry. Next one here, date, day, time, and dear diary. Today is a terrific day in my life. Oh God! Exclamatory mark. You can keep here exclamatory mark. Oh God! I am really sad for what had happened in the morning at school. One of my friends got injury. She fell down when she was playing, or when she was playing, she fell down. She lost much blood. Everyone felt sad for this situation. I felt very much sad because she is my best friend. I never forget this sad situation in my life. With this remain Lakshmi. Right now, let us see one more question. You are Kiran. You donated your blood in your school. Write a diary entry about your feelings. You can start with the diary entry. Next, date, day, time, dear diary. I am really happy for what had happened in my school. I donated the blood. Our school had organized a blood donation camp. After the doctor had examined my fitness, I donated the blood and was given milk and fruits for energy. I didn't feel any weakness thereafter. I felt great to have helped some very needy patients. Overall, it was a really exciting moment in my life. With this remain Kiran. So this is one more diary entry. And now here, after watching, after observing the above diary entries, you have got good experience. Already you know what is diary entry, what is the format, what is the sample, what is the body of the diary entry, how to start, how to end, everything I have explained very clearly. Based on the above information, just you need to practice in your homework notebook. Just I have given a few questions from your different classes. The very first question is here. Just you need to practice. In the lesson, every success story is also story of great failures. This is extracted from class 10. Thomas Alva Edison's teacher sent a note to his mother saying that he was too stupid to learn and asked her to take him out of the school. Imagine yourself to be Thomas Alva Edison's mother and attempt a diary entry. Okay, now this is first diary entry which you need to write in your word. Don't forget to draw 4 sides margin before you start any diary entry. Right here, just I have put another question for you. In the lesson, The Brave Potter from class 10, you have read that the potter thought that tiger was his donkey and best and beast it here not beast and bet it. So just you need to remove your s and okay no, just he bet it very hard and rode it on its way back to his home. Imagine yourself as the potter and attempt a diary entry. And here and one more question I have given for you, that is in the lesson The Journey, which is extracted from class 10 face sheet. You have read about an old man. We see an old man was sitting on the veranda with a sad look on his face because no one is taking care of him, no one is bothering about him, and nobody is bothered about him. He feels neglected and just gazes at people who are walking around him. Now you need to make a diary entry of his feelings about himself. Okay, now just another diary entry. Just you need to practice this one also. In the lesson The Journey, class 10, the narrator felt extremely guilty for allowing his father to carry his luggage till the bus stop and for making him step down to ask for a pair of shoes. Imagine yourself to be the narrator and attempt diary entry. And I have given one more question from the tribute lesson. In the lesson Tribute from class 10, Savitri was elevated to the role of heroine by the noted director L.V. Prasad in the film Samsaram in 1950. On the set, she was nervous. She had to take many takes, and this provide a setback for her. She lost the role. She lost a golden opportunity or chance. Now you need to imagine yourself as Savitri and write the feelings of young Savitri as an entry in her diary. And I have given one more question from class 9. This is class 9. In the lesson Mahatma Gandhi pushed out of the train. This is extracted from class 9. You have read that Gandhiji was pushed out of the first class compartment onto the platform by a policeman, and the conductor, as the colored people were not allowed to travel in those days. So just you need to imagine yourself as Mahatma Gandhi and express your feelings in the form of a diary entry. And here one more question which is asked from class 8th. In the lesson The Tattered Blanket, this is very first lesson from class 8. You have read about Gopi, a government officer. He is a government officer and he is too busy to visit his mother. He comes to his mother's house to ask for his share of property. Kamala, his sister, denies to give him sharing or share of his property. Once he gets the property, he will never come back. Now you need to imagine yourself as Kamala and express your feelings in the form of diary entry. So here one more question which is extracted from class 8. In the lesson Oliver asked for more. Class 8, you have read about Oliver. After facing the live board, Oliver returned to his bed crying. He sat up to write his diary. So you have to imagine yourself as Oliver Twist and express your feelings in the form of diary entry. So these are all diary entry. I have given a number of practice questions. So dear children, you have to practice all the questions which I have given at the end of the diary entry. I hope that you understood what is diary entry, what is the format, what is sample and model, and what is the body of the diary entry, and everything I have put it in this video. So once again you need to watch and do practice and get full marks. So I hope that you will score 5 marks in this minor discourse, that is diary entry. Thank you one and all. Thank you for watching. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel, hit the like button and share it to your friends. Thank you. Stay safe, stay secure.